Merhaba and welcome back to the Ottoman campaign in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. So, where were we? Yeah, right. France is taking my stuff, or not really my stuff, but stuff that I would have liked to take. Meaning Eastern Germany. Yeah, they beat me to the punch with this naval invasion, and I cannot launch a naval invasion when France has one active there. So, not really much I can do about that. Meanwhile, Japan is taking some British islands around. Is it just that one that they're taking? Yeah, I know they have one up in Canada as well. But that's against Canada. I'm gonna probably take that one too after taking this. Unless the AI does some stupid AI stuff, moves these ships out, and leaves this invasion to fail. That could also happen. Possibly. Right. Yeah, everything looking good. Onwards to June of 1955. Let's see. Do the strikes first, of course. Oh, we've taken some German territory here. Oh. That's my bad. I didn't mean to auto-resolve this, but for once it worked out. That could have gone badly. That could have, yeah, it doesn't have torpedoes. So the auto-resolve calculator, I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I know it values torpedoes a lot. So if it had, yeah, wow, that could have resulted in some heavy damage on my side from that misclick. Yeah, no, I did not mean to auto-resolve that battle. I was just kind of on autopilot after the strikes, but that happens sometimes. Fortunately, this time it didn't lead to the loss of an entire task force. And it probably wouldn't have been an exciting battle anyway, being just a light cruiser. Let's send these destroyers home. I think the battleships can handle this. Actually, Bayezid, you were in a 1v1 recently, so your ammunition is a bit low. That's the one battle I tried to do the long range artillery thing, trying to score deck hits. It didn't really work out. It kind of did, but not as well as I'd hoped. Mainly just ended up wasting a lot of ammunition. John Paul Jones has not yet begun to fight. And might not get to fight. So I outrange her by more than 10 kilometers. Actually, by Z, you can just leave. Go gain some more ammunition. But I'm bringing these three. Do I dare reduce speed? Hoping that the ships won't just start bumping into one another. I think we're okay. It's just 3 battleships. They should manage. To stay in a line astern. Not the most complicated maneuver. They are closing in though. Main deck partial pen. At least we hit the main deck this time. Got a 4-deck pen. And a flash fire. Yeah, they did get to within firing range, but there's not that much left of their ship at this point. Getting some main belt pen hits at this range. We're gonna be seeing a lot more belt hits than deck hits. And they are about to flood. Are they gonna score any hits on Sultan Osman? No. And now they're healed over too much, so they can't fire back. And they are sinking. Yes? Yes. No damage taken. Right. Destroyer. Singular. Sure. I'm not sure exactly how many ships the Germans have in service at this point, but if we could reduce it back to 0, they should start suffering from lower army supply, army logistics. And that'll make it easier for my armies to actually grab some land before the French do. Not to mention the landlocked provinces that I just cannot naval invade. There we go. And one convoy. Very few transports lost this turn. Taking Madagascar. Taking New Guinea and Bismarck Archipelago. Let's see, how's this going? 36%. 0. 0. France might take that one back. And this is up to 100%, so France is gonna take that in 2 turns. Unless they move some ships out of here. Or if the Germans get some ships in service and they battle the French, and because the AI versus AI battles are all like random auto-resolved, maybe the French will take enough damage that some of their ships get teleported to a port somewhere, and then the naval invasion fails. That could happen. Let's see. Is there anywhere I can invade the Germans? Virgin Islands and Belize. Let's fill this invasion. It needs a bit more. Is that close enough to strike Philadelphia? It's kind of a weird placement of that port. How about New York? It seems they are already in position. Right then. I can send you back there. These ships, I guess they can go play in the Caribbean. Because the Germans had some stuff there. Virgin Islands and Belize. Did I have any like tonnage nearby sitting in ports in the Caribbean? Evidently I have 35,000 tons in ports. Where? There we go. We can start something. I just need to get the ships out of port. There we go. Now then. No? Come on, let me highlight you. Do I not have enough tonnage there? No, it is available now. Options. I thought it was still like not available due to tonnage. Right. My bad. I was just blind. So we're just gonna link up all these light cruisers and have enough tonnage. There we go. Good. And with another task force heading to take Belize, that should be the end of Germany. You know, once France also takes these. Yeah. Okay, convoy battle, and then on to the next month. Veleka versus a Parsons class. Shouldn't be too difficult. Right. And there they are. I got bigger guns and torpedoes. How about the transports? Do you have torpedoes today? You don't. Secondaries can target transports when we get closer. There we go, finally some damage on the cruiser. Let's see. That's not a great angle for torpedoes, but it might work out. Yeah, I think that'll work very well. Nice. That was as easy as that. Yeah, the cost is really not a good pointer for how powerful a ship is. Like, not really. So then, onwards to... hang on. This battlecruiser here, that's Gutep. Yeah, I sent her out to do something. I had some kind of idea. She can stay there, I guess. Army logistics 9%, because there are 0 ships. Good. That means these invasions might actually go somewhere. I found some more oil. That's good. Let's pay attention this time and not accidentally auto-resolve an actual battle like this. If you can call it that. 3 light cruisers, Parsons. Let's see if Bayezid has more ammunition today. Yeah, she does. reduce speed just a little bit. Not enough to cause problems, hopefully. But just a little bit of a cruising speed bonus. There they are. Sure. 2 on the last one. That's a pretty huge hit on Shelton. At least in terms of like raw damage, it didn't seem to do all that much really. That's the main deck and on McCormick. That's what I was looking for on that battleship. They're now back to exactly the order they were in at the start of the battle. Flash fire on Shelton. Let's force HE. Now we're overpetting a lot. Yeah, that's more like it. I mean, that's not really a surprising result, is it? Let's see. I've gained Madagascar. And many other things. %27%. So we're actually making making way into Eastern Germany. Sadly, it's too late, because France is going to take it next turn. Belarus and Eastern Poland are also taking. Now these ships are available. Because they finished their invasion. Let's send them up here. And when they arrive, I can put these light cruisers back in their ports. I want to hold off on taking Belize until after my armies have taken Eastern Poland and Belarus. Because if I take Belize first, and France takes Eastern Germany, then Germany's going to dissolve. They have 4 ports. 1 in Kiel. And 3 here, yeah. 2 there, 1 there, yeah, 3 in the Caribbean. So when those are lost, Germany is going to dissolve, and these uh, army advances will just disappear after these become ungoverned territories. So I need to let the army do this job first before I finish off Germany. Speaking of army, we are also taking Bolivia. These are the 4 cruisers that were supposed to accompany these super battleships. So we can just link them up here. The battlecruiser can go to, I don't know, Havana, probably. These ships here, 2 battlecruisers and some destroyers. How about we try to fight this American battlecruiser? It's already on the way to fight some of my other task forces, so it's going to get engaged no matter what. Right, so with my South American campaign wrapping up, I will have a lot of free tonnage to actually take the US mainland. Good. Because you need a lot of tonnage to take these American provinces. Like in the millions. I mean, we can finish off Britain as well. Sure. No battles. France has taken Eastern Germany. Darn it. Well, that means I have no more need of ships right here. But I am thinking France will probably be my next enemy. Yeah, Belize will have to wait until after the army has done its job, as I said. Do I not have enough tonnage here? Still. Fine. More tonnage. In fact, move these in instead. And these can go down here. And these 2 can hang around Belize. And wait for the invasion order. Ah, they're sending a battlecruiser here. That means this one is probably not going to be cut out for that battle, because it's just a light battlecruiser. They're going to send these away and have these guys engage this one. 51,000 ton battlecruiser. It's a pretty solid ship. As for Britain, Falkland Islands. Sure. Which means I have changed my mind with these guys. They're gonna go down here. Take Stanley. Which has a squadron of cruisers. Taking shelter. Okay. I realize I forgot to schedule an invasion last turn, but it's not a big deal. I can't really do another invasion against the US mainland now because my entire navy is doing this. And as mentioned a couple times, I have to wait with taking Belize. But the time to take Belize might come sooner rather than later because we've already taken Belarus. Okay, I guess the cruisers there were not in active service because they didn't defend the port. Here we go. Miles C. Fox. Just the battlecruiser I was expecting to find. That's a weird looking ship. At least the silhouette. Okay, let's send some ships home. We don't need all of you here. Including Sultan Selim. If she'd started out in a division with the other three, then yes. But I think 3 will be enough. Let's take a look. Interesting main tower. With casemates and turret slots. I don't think I've seen this before. I think that tower was added after my my last American campaign, which is a while ago now. You can be on the thumbnail. Yeah, I didn't realize from the silhouette, but it actually has a Q turret. So the silhouette makes sense now. I don't really dislike that. Yeah, thin main belt, but again with the third layers. That should be pretty... No radar? No radar. And Mark IV 14s. Is this an older ship that has somehow escaped destruction for a lot of years? There we go, firing. First hit. Seven hits so far, but... Oh, there we go. Another one that actually did some damage. Let's go with HE. Go through the extended belts a bit. There we go. I don't think we're going to be seeing any full-on citadel penetrations here. So might as well continue with the HE. There we go. And again, echoing what I said previously about the cost of ships not really being representative of how powerful they are. This one, with its Mark IV 14-inch guns and no radar, higher cost than my Yavuz with Mark V 17s and radar and higher speed. So, yeah. Let's see. That's a lot of transports lost this month. %86%. So we're taking Eastern Poland next month. Probably. So Belize is also becoming mine. And can we take Belize before France takes southern Germany? Because it would be nice if that could go ungoverned. And then break off these invasions, and then maybe my armies can actually do something? Maybe. %88%. Finally. Finally it's climbing. And I could add some more tonnage into that if I wanted to. Let's do that. Add some more tonnage to this one. And then when this is done, next month, it's on to the Turks and Caicos Islands. Fiji. Where's that? It's like in the Pacific somewhere, isn't it? Yeah, it's here. We can send something there to take care of that, I guess. Do I have something available? Battlecruiser. Zealous. Restless. Did I refit this? I think I did. Come on. Are you, mothballed or something? There we go. Why was that so difficult? Yeah, you're going here. Yeah, no, I have refit this. I recognize it now. And we are taking Fiji. With a lone battlecruiser potentially up against a whole task force. That's a lot of ships stuffed inside of that tiny port. But I think none of them are active. And I think I see the reason. They just don't have the crew. Right. You are actually going down here. Yeah, a bunch of ships here too. None of them are in service. They're just rotting. I think that if you wipe out a nation, you should just get all the ships they have left. Yeah, I should have launched the invasion against Belize, but I got distracted by Britain. Taking Eastern Poland. Belize. 2,500 tons. Yeah, we don't need two battlecruisers for that. We can send these up to join the invasion here. because that's kind of an important one. Now, these things will have to be split around. Like so, maybe? These two. Oh, I almost missed this one. Yeah, that's right. They're trying to take my stuff again. And here, too. I got a task force sitting right here that's ready to go up here and defend Uruguay once we've taken the Falkland Islands. Japan seems to be doing well. That's good to see. My army has actually... Finally! Okay. Right, Belize. We're not invading Belize. Yet. We're taking Fiji instead. That's a good thing. That's a good thing then. I didn't take Belize. Because that gives my army time to take southern Germany. Which is quite well. That's a good consolation prize after losing out on eastern Germany. Right. Of course, there's now the danger that Germany might sue for peace. Or that peace, like, my government might agree to their peace offer. So maybe I could just... Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll open the invasion on Belize and just not send any ships there. Just to keep the war going. Sure. I don't intend to leave you alive, Britain. And an actual fight. Yeah, they've ran out of the 1,000-ton destroyers. "15 torpedo tubes. I don't think these are the same. No. This is another type of new destroyer. Because they had those that were like 300 million and like 36 knots. But they didn't have this many torpedoes. So that will be interesting to see. If those destroyers are any good. They are, of course, outspotting me. And it's almost sunset. Let's take a look. That's very thin armor, even for a DD. The torpedoes are not long range, which gives me a bit of peace of mind. Vicksburg and Concord. And hopefully we'll slap the destroyers as well. Weird, like, torpedo layout. That's a very long destroyer. That's the size of the light cruiser. It's less than half the displacement, but it's same length. I'll load HE because I intend to accidentally hit the destroyers. Or I was hoping to do that. Let's go torpedoes. One cruiser down. Torps are looking good. For the most part. Not sure if we're I think we'll get some hits. But all their ships are kind of light and maneuverable. 3 torpedoes. So far, 4. 5. That's not too bad, really, given the targets. Are we gonna get caps? It's not flooding. Are these unfloodables? I think they are. that is a really useful trait for a destroyer to have, not taking flooding. Maybe I should check if I can make some floodable destroyers too. Or maybe I just don't have a hull that can do it. Anyway, even without flooding, they're just kind of circling around. So, one of them has engine damage. Now they fixed it. Of course they did. They don't flood. So, no water to flood the compartments. We're gonna have to get these on structural damage then. And of course my HE is only overpenning because they don't have any armor whatsoever. Well, they do, but it's only like 0.5 inches thick at the most. The best bet is getting to within secondary range. No, that one flooded, actually. It just took a lot. It had to have like the entire ship shot away. Dayton's rendered, caps, structural damage. So yeah, one of them did flood, but maybe it was like 99% immune to damage, or 99.99. And just having the entire ship being red. That was enough to induce some flooding, finally. That could be it, maybe. Inconsistency is, as always, the most consistent part of this game. Yeah, we got 2 meetings. I think they're kind of both like this. Unless one of them suddenly is like super interesting. There's probably going to be a time skip until the next episode, and I'll just click through the naval invasions and stuff on my own, and I'll see you for either the invasion of France or the refit of a lot of war prize ships, if I get any. Goodbye, and take care.